Hi, good evening and welcome to you all to my brand new channel GTTV. GT, yes, you may ask, what's that? Well, I'll tell you. GT Gary Tate, that's my name, and it's Gary Tate TV. But AKA, also known as the Captain. All my friends who do know me as that, so that'll be my own screen name. Let's go for it, yeah? I'm the captain. Run the ship for the Arsenal. The captain. Yeah, sounds good, eh? Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about the channel. The channel's going to be predominantly Arsenal talk, to be fair, because that's really what I know about anyway, and that's my love, and that's my passion, okay? But that's not to say that there ain't going to be other contents floating along on the show in the coming weeks or months, okay? So basically, it's going to be a pretty diverse channel. Now we're going to do quizzes, we're going to go into even soaps, we're going to have curry talks, EastEnders, Emmerdale even. Yes, I hear you ladies say, wow. Believe me, ladies, we're going to have things for you as well on the channel. So, yeah, keep it tuned and, yeah, we'll see where it takes us. Today we're going to talk about all things Arsenal anyway. Let's get this first video off the ground. Basically, first game of the season. Yes, we kicked off against Fulham at Craven Cottage, first away day. I have to tell you something, you know, guys. You see Craven Cottage? That's an absolute lovely day out. I was fortunate once I took my daughter along with me to an Arsenal Fulham fixture away. And I tell you, the sights, the scenery, when you're crossing that bridge on your way to the ground and you've got the River Thames rolling underneath the bridge and you see the boats, very, very picturesque situation, believe me, people. And because of the coronavirus, we're all missing out on that now. Obviously, we're behind closed doors, but I assure you, fans, we are missing an absolute sight there. But it is what it is, and we've all got to accept it and get on. Anyway, the match itself, I actually thought we played very well as first games go. Away fixture as well, you know, we kept a clean sheet, which has been rare. The team itself, I was a bit iffy at the start, but as the game went on, I could see Mikel knows best, you know. I've noticed, especially since Mikel Arteta's been there, I've noticed that the team seems to have like a pattern now. The team, we have an identity now. You know, in the way that we play, you know. I know what to expect now when I sit down to watch the Arsenal now. I know what to expect, and that's Mikel Arteta. He has done that. He has instilled all that into us at the moment. And we're playing fantastically as far as I'm concerned. I mean, a lot of people might say, oh, yeah, you only played Fulham today. You only played Fulham. Who are Fulham? Probably relegation favourites. Hey, you can only play what's in front of you. It's an old cliche. But it's true. You can only play what is in front of you. And that's what we did. 3-0 to the Arsenal. No complaints. No complaints, and no Arsenal fan should be either. Okay? So for me, yeah, I'll accept it. Obviously, we move on. There's going to be harder tests to come. We know that. We expect that. But at the moment, the way Mikel's got every man playing, every man knows their job to a man. They know what to do. The pressing, brilliant. Passing, sharp. Control, insane off the ball work and off the ball running. Insane, absolutely insane. We are working our butts off. And again, respect to Mikel Arteta for that. Anyway, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get into a player rating, you know. Let's get into a player ratings. Yeah? And obviously, in the chat or the comments, let me know what you think also, okay? Anyway, we'll take it away. Firstly, in goal, Bernd Leno. Now, let's be honest. He must have had a very, very, very quiet afternoon. Indeed. You know, he was more or less on the beach. Apart from the first 4 minutes when there was a little mix up between himself and Gabriel, I believe that's about the only thing he really had to do, everybody, you know. Let's just say he was unemployed that day, let's be fair. You know, he's on the beach. So for that, I'll give him a steady 7. Steady 7 out of 10 for that one. And next we'll go the back three. Left centre back, Kieran Tierney. Now, Kieran Tierney, you know, he's becoming what you call Mr. Reliable. You know, you expect a minimum of a 7 out of 10 really with Kieran. Very, very consistent player. And as far as I'm concerned, he is one to watch. A bargain. When you see the prices of some of these right backs and what they're going for, yeah, and you look at what we got Kieran Tierney off of Celtic for, it's mad, absolutely mad, yeah, mad. But hey, am I arguing? No, absolute quality. When he fires across that box, you know the defense is in trouble when he supplies a ball across the face of that goal. Absolutely magnificent play. I'm just looking forward to the season he's going to be having. Anyway, on that basis, like I said, he didn't put a foot wrong really. I can't remember him doing nothing spectacular. So yeah, I'll give him another steady 7 also. 7 out of 10 for Kieran Tierney. Next we had our right centre back. That was Rob Holding. Rob Holding. Oh, Rob Holding again. I thought he was very disciplined. He was solid. I thought he was very vocal in defence. And even though the crowd weren't there, I could sort of hear his mouth, you know. So yeah, he was very, very vocal in defence, you know. And yeah, he did what he had to do. I can't remember him really making any errors or putting a foot wrong as such, you know. So yeah, I remember when he was playing keepy-uppy with the ball, and after the keepy-uppy, he lays on a lovely pass for Laka, which led to a corner. And it was that corner we scored Gabriel's goal from. So, hey, he's got a new name now, by the way, guys. His name is now Rob Holdinho. All right, so put some respect on that name now. Rob Holdinho, okay? And for his performance today, I'm going to give him a 7 as well, to be fair. I'm going to give him a 7. Then we move to the centre-back. New boy, debutant, Mr. Gabriel Magalhaes. My God, what a debut. What a debut, eh? All I can say is what a debut for that man. Absolutely fantastic. The man hasn't played football professionally or competitively, I should say, for the last 3 months he's been out. Because the French league ended quickly, you know, very early because of the coronavirus. So therefore, the French league has finished from 3 months ago. So he's just been sitting on his ass. 2 training sessions, 2. That's all he had with Arsenal Football Club. Because of obviously, when he was signed, he had to quarantine himself for the 14 days. So he had no part at London Colney. And imagine, 2 training sessions, has to play because of an injury to David Luiz's neck. He steps in. And what a performance. Apart from the first 4 minutes where he had a little misunderstanding with Leno, maybe that might have something to do with the language barrier. Because he doesn't speak a lot of English, if any. He's Brazilian, been playing in the French league, so obviously he speaks French. But Leno's German. Okay, so that's a bridge we've got to cross if and when. So that was just a communication issue. It was nothing to do with his football ability. So for me, Gabriel, absolutely magnificent. Quick, strong, his pass rate success, 95%. 95% pass rate success. That's a defender. Listen, there's more to come from this guy and I can't wait. And that's the defender Arsenal Football Club have been missing for all these years. We haven't had a player like that since Sol Campbell, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, happy days, man. May it continue. Long may it continue, I should say. Next up, let's go to the left. Boy, what were they? Wing backs. Left wing back, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. It seems that we've done a U-turn on Ainsley Maitland-Niles. At one time, he was destined to leave to go to Wolverhampton Wanderers. But it's looking now like we've made a U-turn on that and realised, especially since the Community Shield against Liverpool, easy for you to say, the Community Shield against Liverpool, he was outstanding. And off the back of that game, the club had decided, no, Ainsley, you ain't going nowhere. You're staying here. Simple as that. You are staying here. Okay? Which I totally agree with. So Maitland-Niles, his performance today, I don't remember him doing much wrong. He got one good crossing on his left foot, which is his wrong foot. You know he's a right-sided player, really. But he got a lovely crossing on his left foot, which Laka didn't anticipate. So it came to nothing. But yeah, steady, not trouble, more dangerous offensively, if anything. So for that, I'll give Maitland-Niles a 7. Right wing back. Let's go to Hector Bellerin. What do they call him? He's got a new name as well, people. He's called Hecky B. Hecky B in the house. Yeah, man. The model and everything. The catwalk king. Well, he didn't have a bad game himself. Not that anybody had a bad game, to be fair, that day. But just like Maitland-Niles, you know, he wasn't troubled defensively or anything. So a majority of his game was just on the offence. And yeah, he just did what he had to do. Like I said, just steady. So like Maitland-Niles, I will give Hecky B a 7. And then we go into the midfield where we have Granit Xhaka. Now, Granit Xhaka, for me, he has been the most improved player since Mikel Arteta has arrived at the club. He's been absolutely fantastic. He's been like a different player. I've always said, even under Wenger's time, that in there is a player. There is a player in there. I just didn't know what it was. But I knew there was a player in there. I could tell just by his, you know, persona and how he controls the ball, plays the ball. There's a player in there. And I think Mikel Arteta has found that player, to be fair. He's found him. He's the one that encouraged him to stay. Remember, he was on his way out the door. He was practically bags packed and everything on his way to Hertha Berlin in the Bundesliga league. But Mikel came in and said, listen, I want you in my plans, man. You ain't going nowhere. I don't want you to go. Please rethink. And it's like when Arteta speaks to you, you're hypnotized, you know. It's like his first press conference. I didn't know what his managerial ability was, but what I did know was when he speaks, you believe. He makes you believe, you know. So for me, Granit Xhaka, again, steady performance, kept everything ticking over like he always does. And I'll give Granit a 7 also for that one. Give him 7 out of 10. Next up is Mohamed El Nene. Now, for me, what a surprise package. What a surprise package. You, my friend, you had the game and a half out there today. You reminded me of the great Patrick Vieira, Gilberto, even Edu himself when he was playing there. He was absolutely outstanding. I remember in the Community Shield against Liverpool, he was the best Egyptian player on the field. Salah weren't saying anything. He was the #1 Egyptian player on that field that day. And he has carried it on. He played well against the MK Dons in the friendly. He played well against Aston Villa in the friendly. Hey, and he has carried his form on and he has become one of Mikel's best players so far this season. So congratulations to him on that. He was out the door. Congratulations. You know, he went to Turkey on loan and he's just come back a different player. So bag of respect to him for that, man. Have to. Well done, El Nene. Next up, let's go to the forwards. Left striker, our captain, Mr. Aubameyang. Don't know what's happening on the contract. Still ain't signed a thing. You understand? I'm still not signed a thing yet. Don't know what's happening there, guys. But as his performance goes on the day, to be honest, I thought he was a little bit off the pace, personally. I don't know. I just felt he was probably one of the worst players in Arsenal's team that day, you know. To be honest, he was on for a low score. But until he got that wonder goal, oh my Lord. ABBA trademark, man. You let that guy inside on his right foot, you're dead. You're dead. You understand me? You can't do that. He'd kill you, which he did. So, if it wasn't for the goal, you'd have probably got a 5 out of 10 or something like that off me. But because of the goal, that's risen to a 7. Okay, so I'm giving my ass skipper 7 and hurry up and sign the thing. Okay? Captain tell you that. And then we go in the middle. Alexander Lacazette. Now, Alexander Lacazette, to me, that's a bit problematic of a problem, you know, because I don't know exactly what's going on there. I don't know if Arsenal really want to keep him, and I don't know if he really wants to stay, you know. So I really don't know what to think with Abba. You know, if you look at his facial expressions and everything, how he carries himself around the pitch, you think he's sulking a bit. But in another sense, when you see his work rate, it's on point. So yeah, it's a troubled one, man. But as for his performance, for me, he was a bit like Aubameyang on the day. Bit under the weather, a bit lackluster. But, you know, he will, like I said, Abba does what he does. He works hard. He holds the ball up well, you know. And no one else at the club can do that job as good as him up front. Even Abba. Not even Abba. Okay? So off the back of that, he got his goal also. So scrappy as it was, he got his goal. I'll give Lacazette a 7 out of 10. And who's the other striker? Where are we going? How can I forget? Right side striker, Willian. Chelsea's having a laugh. 32 years old. A free transfer. Absolute daylight robbery as far as I'm concerned. Daylight robbery. Yeah? We dropped their pants and we gave them what for? Right? Absolute robbery. We gave them what for, man? Drop them Chelsea's and give them what for? Yeah? When we did that deal. Old man, listen, there's young guys that can't move that quick. There's young guys that ain't got that skill. Young guys who ain't got that impetus, you know? Come on, man. Deal of the century as far as I'm concerned, man. Nobody can pick that by. He had 2.5 assists on the day. The first one, they give him half an assist for that one, the first goal. The second goal was his corner to Gabriel. And the third goal, well, what a pass. What a pass over there to our skipper. And you don't know the rest. Don't know the rest. So, for me, Willian, 9 out of 10, man of the match. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So that's the ratings for the starting 11. The substitutes, what substitutes came on? Let me think about this. Who substitute? Danny Ceballos, neat and tidy, throwing in nutmegs all over the place, ending people's careers, or trying to anyway. Yeah, he looked neat and tidy, and yeah, there's more to come from him, I'm sure. So for his performance, I'll just give him a 6 out of 10. Pepe came on busy as usual. He looks like he knows his place is up for grabs at the moment. He knows he's got more than competition with Willian over there. So, you know, yeah, he looks bright. He looks bright, so I'll give him a 6 out of 10 as well. Let's have a look. And who was the last one? There was one more sub, wasn't there? Who was that? That would have been Eddie Nketiah. Eddie, young Eddie. Eddie came on. He just finished having a punch up with Ceballos. I don't even know if they've patched it up yet or not, but I heard there was a punch up in the warm-up between him and Ceballos, you know. And I think Ceballos won it, to be fair, because he wanted to carry it on and give him some more later. So he must be the one who was running things. But no worry, Eddie, we have your back. You know it got already, man. Yeah? So Eddie, Chewy was, you could see the upsetness in his face. He was vexed anyway on the day. You could see, even in the stands, he wasn't smiling. So I knew something was up. So off of that little substitution performance, I'll give him a steady 6 out of 10 as well, really, to be fair. So, yeah, man, that's my player ratings, man. If you guys want to let me know what your player ratings were or what you think of mine, just put your comments down for me. Please, if you liked what you heard today or saw today, please subscribe to the channel. It's a brand new channel that I'm just getting out there. Okay, so I'd appreciate that. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notification of when my videos drop. Okay, so listen, man, thanks for listening, guys, and watching GGTV. This is the captain. I'm out. Peace.